Bill Gates just said your job might not exist by the end of the year. In his annual letter, released just days ago, Gates warned that AI is already wiping out jobs faster than anyone expected, and he says it's about to speed up a lot. Gates called for urgent preparation because the disruption is coming whether we're ready or not. But that's just one billionaire sounding the alarm. Mark Zuckerberg just announced plans to spend trillions on AI data centers, and your electricity bill might be paying for it. Anthropic blocked Elon Musk's engineers from using their AI, and Musk is furious. The mother of one of Musk's children is suing his own company over deepfake corn of her, and China just blocked the exact AI chips America just approved for export. If you've been feeling like AI is spinning out of control, all this proved it. Let's start with what Gates actually said, because it's darker than the headlines make it sound. Every year, Bill Gates writes a letter predicting what's coming. This year's letter is called The Year Ahead, 2026, and the message is simple. AI is going to change work faster than we think. He pointed to real examples. Software developers using AI tools are now doing the work of 2 people. That sounds great, until you realize companies don't need 2 developers anymore. They need 1. Gates says this pattern is spreading everywhere. Warehouses, customer service, phone support. Any job that follows a pattern is on the chopping block. Unions are already pushing back. They're calling it billionaire gaslighting. Gates says he's still optimistic, but optimistic people don't usually use phrases like urgent preparation. And while Gates is warning about job losses, Mark Zuckerberg is building the machines that will cause them. This week, Meta announced something called Meta Compute. It's Zuckerberg's plan to build the biggest AI infrastructure on the planet. We're talking tens of gigawatts of power this decade, hundreds of gigawatts long term, massive data centers in Ohio and Texas, deals with nuclear power plants. To put that in perspective, 1 gigawatt powers about 750,000 homes. Zuckerberg wants tens of them, then hundreds. Where does all that electricity come from? The same grid that powers your house. Critics are calling this an eco-disaster waiting to happen. Power grids across America are already strained. Electricity bills went up over 5% in 2025, and now big tech wants to suck up even more power for AI. The Trump administration is pushing back, but not in the way you'd expect. They're pressuring companies like Microsoft and Meta to pay for grid upgrades themselves instead of passing the cost to regular people. Whether that actually happens, we'll see. If you want to stay ahead of what's happening, subscribe. We break this down every day so you actually understand what's going on. Now here's a story that might surprise you. Anthropic, the company behind Claude, just banned engineers from Elon Musk's xAI from using their AI. Here's what happened. Musk's team was using a coding tool called Cursor. That tool connects to different AI models, including Claude. Anthropic's engineers figured out that xAI developers were using Claude to help build Grok, Musk's competing AI chatbot. So Anthropic cut them off. No warning, just blocked. One of xAI's co-founders confirmed it in an internal email. The models just stopped responding. Musk's reaction? He called it a helpful motivator for Grok's next version. Then he took a shot at Anthropic, saying they're good at coding, but the move wasn't good for their karma. This is a big deal. AI companies have always competed for users and talent, but now they're actively blocking each other's engineers from using their tools. Anthropic says they did it because they don't want their tech helping competitors. Fair enough. But this is the same company that markets itself as the ethical, open, safety-first alternative. And speaking of Musk's problems, this next one is personal. The mother of one of Elon Musk's children is suing his own AI company over deepfake corn of her. Ashley St. Clair filed a lawsuit against xAI this week. She says Grok, Musk's AI chatbot, was used to create fake explicit images of her. The images were shared on X, which Musk also owns. Her lawyer said they want to hold Grok accountable and establish clear legal boundaries to stop AI from being used as a weapon for abuse. Here's where it gets messy. xAI fired back with a counter lawsuit. They're claiming St. Clair violated their terms of service. Think about that for a second. A woman says she was victimized by deepfake corn created by an AI tool. The company's response was to countersue. This isn't a stranger suing Musk. This is the mother of his child. We've talked before about Grok's deepfake problem. Countries are banning it. Governments are threatening legal action. The tool has fewer safety rails than most AI. That was the selling point. And finally, a story that shows just how messy the global AI race has become. America approved NVIDIA's H200 chips for export to China. Then, China blocked them anyway. Let that sink in. The US loosened restrictions, and China said, no thanks. Starting January 14th, Chinese customs started blocking H200 shipments at the ports. They told agents the chips are prohibited from entry. No formal announcement, just a quiet halt. Tech companies in China were called into meetings and told to only buy these chips if absolutely necessary. Universities doing research might get exceptions. Everyone else, locked. America spent years trying to stop China from getting advanced AI chips. Now they approve them, and China refuses. Why? A few reasons. China has been pushing hard to build its own chips. Companies like Huawei are racing to create domestic alternatives. Buying American chips now would undermine that push. NVIDIA had over 1 million orders lined up in China. Each chip costs around $27,000. That's tens of billions of dollars, now stuck in limbo. The AI chip war just got a lot more complicated. I want to hear what you think. Drop a comment. Which of these stories worried you most? And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button. This stuff is moving fast, and we cover it every single day.